your dream? What is your ambition? For me, my dream is always the same. I wanted to be an opera actor, a Teochew opera actor. When I was a baby, my grandmother, she would carry me in the arms to watch Teochew opera. We used to stay at Old Gyao Tau. Who knows where Old Gyao Tau? Bukit Ho Swee. Yes.
Bogey Bo Sui.
Bukit Ho Swee, wow.
It means
So
I stay there also.
I grew up in Bukit Ho Swee, one room flat. I think block 50 something, I cannot remember.
Yeah.
So my grandfather used to be the troop leader of Lao Sai Tong. Who knows Lao Sai Tong? Wow, you know also.
I stay there
In the
one.
past they say Lao Sai Tong Wu Qi Boi Bo, meaning even if you want to engage the troop to perform, you can't because they're fully booked 365 days a year. So my grandfather used to be a musician from this very famous Teochew opera troupe. And I grew up listening to Teochew opera.
Nice.
And my grandmother, she would read the Teochew script to me. It's called Hua Cai in Teochew. So I always wanted to be an opera actor. And I used this to become the horse whip. Who knows what is this?
被嘎加呀。
In Chinese, it's called 不求人. In Teochew, it's 不求精, or back scratcher.
Yeah.
So I used this to become my horse whip. And I also transformed this into an opera stage. When I was 12, I did a social studies project about history. And I used many of my grandmother back scratcher and created this miniature street opera. Any one of you watched street opera before?
Yes.
You see, in the past they used sticks, all the woods to create this stitch. And I used tissue paper and created my own Teochew puppets. Puppets. So when I was in primary 6, my principal actually gave me an award on stage. Come on, give a big round of applause. First award, I wasn't really like academically inclined. Yeah, but my mom actually threw away my entire stage during Chinese New Year spring cleaning. I was heartbroken because she didn't ask my permission. Yeah, and my parents, they were totally against it. My father always used these two children and cane me. He said, "You are a disgrace to the family, 下水呢?" And he said that to be an opera actor, I don't have a bright future. They wanted me to be a lawyer, a doctor, but I always wanted to pursue my dream. So at the age of 13, I actually ran away from home to join this troupe opera. I'm not encouraging the youth to run away from home, by the way. Yeah, and the more they were against it, the more I wanted to pursue my dream to become an opera artist. So my dream came true. I started learning, and I transformed. Later we shifted to Telangana 3-room flat. Yeah, and I will often always use my living room as the stage. And the only two audiences will be my grandma and my younger brother. Alright, I stayed with my grandma in the room so I can speak Teochew. My brother cannot speak Teochew because he stayed with my parents. Yeah, so I really pursue my dream, and nobody will guess that when I grow up, I will actually take over my grandfather's Teochew opera troupe. Wow. I'm the 6th troupe opera leader, and I never wanted to be a troupe opera leader, but because the troupe wanted to close down many times, so they actually asked me to take over the troupe. Otherwise, it will really close down. And I think one of my greatest accomplishments is not about winning awards or recognition, but more importantly, I created a platform for veterans to perform. They are aged between 60 to 90 years old. Yeah. And last year, when I interviewed one of my veterans who is 90 years old, his name is Uncle Natnam, I asked him, because he performed when he was young, maybe more than 70 over years, I asked him, what's your happiest moment as an actor in life? You guess what he said? I thought it would be his glorious days, but no. He told me that, my name is Achong in Teochew. Achong, my happiest moment is when I'm still able to perform now on stage. And I'm able to sing. And I feel very touched. And whenever I see elderly sitting in wheelchair, coming to watch our street opera performance, I felt so happy. I feel so happy. And they would hold my hands and say, Achong, thank you for giving us a chance to watch Teochew opera. And my veteran on stage, they always say, Achong, thank you for giving us a platform to perform to continue our passion, and to make income with dignity. So this is why I still want to carry on. And now my father, instead of saying that I'm ashamed to the family, he will help me backstage. He can even help me to change my mask-changing opera costume. You know how difficult it is to change mask-changing costume? He helped me, and he told me that, Achong, if grandparents are still around, they will be very proud of you, and they will be very, very happy. And this is one of my happiest moments. And I think my grandparents are still around, they're still watching over me, and they're still blessing me. That's why I can continue this art. Of course, to make this opera troupe survive is very, very tough. But with the support from all of you, we are still trying our best to carry on. Yeah, and to many people, this is just an ordinary back scratcher. But to me, this is more than a back scratcher. This is a horse whip. This is a stage. And this transformed my life. So to all of you, all right, we can transform very ordinary things and make ordinary people extraordinary. And I want to encourage all of you to follow your dreams. There's a Chinese saying, 我们每个人都有无穷潜在的可能性. All of us, we have great possibility to pursue our dream. So, 不要轻看你自己. Don't look down on yourself. All right, and there are people that will laugh at us. Like for me, my classmates always laugh at me when I want to watch Teochew opera. They say this is what grandparents watch. But now I'm so glad that I can actually fulfill my dream, and we perform at National Heritage Board events, National Arts Council events. We go to school. We even go to Africa, Japan, and many other places like Germany to perform. And we even raise funds through Teochew opera. So I hope that all of you can lead a meaningful life. And I believe that most of you are entrepreneurs out there. So do you know what is business?
Yes.
什么是生意? In Chinese we say 生意 mean, what does it mean to you? 生意
生存道理。
不是生存道理，也不是赚钱。生意是生出有意义的事。It means to develop something that's meaningful. Alright? So likewise, even for us, we can lead a meaningful life. And many people say that if our grandparents or parents passed away, we cannot be filial to them anymore. But that's not true. A teacher once told me that we can still be filial to our parents and our grandparents if we lead a meaningful life and we can make them proud.
Yeah.
So lead a meaningful life. Thank you very much. And